You went to the presidential inauguration, right?
I was invited by, we did a VIP thing for the vets and went to the Veterans Ball. And so I went to go see the Democrats and Republicans. Yeah, I went to the inauguration. It was
I'm not attacking you.
You're getting this down. I'm not kidding. You got to be real careful around here. You know, you get beat up. If you don't believe what everybody believes, this is like 30s Germany. I don't know what happened. If you're not part of the group, you know what we believe is right. I go, well, I might have.
Tim Allen is undeniably one of the funniest men on the planet, and he's become something of a thorn in the side of woke Hollywood. But here's the thing. You can't cancel someone as genuinely likable as Tim. He's practically Superman in the woke universe. Untouchable, unshakable, and always ready with a sharp wit. Even when he fires off tweets that expose the absurdities of woke Hollywood, the most his critics can muster is a weak dismissal, as we've seen time and again. Love him or not, Tim Allen has a way of cutting through the noise, and that's what makes him a force to be reckoned with.
Actor Tim Allen sending social media into meltdown mode after posing this question. Who is the face of woke? Do wokies have a clubhouse in someone's backyard? Or maybe a cute yet safe playpen somewhere?
He wants to know what the face of woke look like, and here's what I picture. These trolls that hide behind their computer or their screens and their laptops and their keyboards, because those are the people that complain the most, those whose faces we do not see. So Tim Allen, that is your answer. You're looking at trolls.
Unhappy people.
He is the perfect anti-woke star. He can say the truth, and there is absolutely nothing anyone can do to him. If anyone else had tweeted something like that, they would have had to face the rot of the woke commissars. They might have even had to attend a public struggle session where they came to terms with the toxicity of their tweet. But Tim Allen has no time for such nonsense. Here is what he said about Hillary Clinton in 2016, when no one knew what was coming yet.
Nothing. Come on. It's just, if I go back to these jokes, it's just, all my staff, that we did this whole joke on this, we asked the girl writers, the females, the women, they said, she said, it's about time. It's got to be, if it's about time. They kept doing this joke. And so one of us said, if it was Sarah Palin, would it still be about time? And boy, it would look like they all ate bad fish. But they all went,
It's kind of fun to see the Clintons out there on the campaign trail together, though. I mean, this is like the former president campaigning for his wife who wants to be president.
Wait. Did she actually bark like a dog? Did I actually see that?
Yeah.
She doesn't have a skill set for jokes. And I said maybe she's just not, her husband, who I've met, and actually is a kind of a neat guy, although he was eyeballing my wife the entire time we were talking. I think this guy...
That actually checks out. We all know Hillary, despite being a huge joke, isn't much of a comedian. Her jokes land like nails on a chalkboard when she says them. And who doesn't know what Mr. Clinton gets up to during his free time? Tim Allen has no time for woke nonsense by the media and always uses his act to get the truth across. When he starred as Mike Baxter in Last Man Standing, he flourished as the only likable conservative character on TV. And that allowed him get a few zingers off at the expense of Hillary Clinton and the Democratic Party.
You see, the world is kind of the opposite of Hillary Clinton. It actually gets less scary the better you know it.
He's like the Obama of calamari. He figures everybody should get it, even if they're too lazy to order it for themselves.
We all agree that letting people vote is the best way to run a country. Well, you do get some pushback from the dictators out there, Kim Jong-un, the Castro brothers, Obama.
Wow. Hillary Clinton's asking us for money. Will her string of mistakes never end?
The hits keep on coming, but she'll never top Benghazi. That's her stairway to heaven.
Yeah, it's the kind of screw-ups that happen when you spend all your free time deleting emails. I don't think you should ride that motorcycle anymore.
Is this because of Obamacare?
You know, I'd like to blame Obama because literally everything's his fault.
But the woke mob got Tim Allen back. Mike Baxter was probably the most conservative and likable figure on TV, and that just didn't poll well with woke Hollywood, so the show was canceled 2 years after Trump won the White House for the first time. This happened despite the fact that Last Man Standing was the second most watched show on ABC. In fact, it was second only to Modern Family. The interesting thing is that the cancellation happened mere months after Allen compared woke Hollywood to 1930s Germany. What better way to show Allen that Hollywood isn't 1930s Germany than by canceling his show because of his comment? Here is how Allen took that cancellation.
They'd been in talks for a while about could you do that and is it possible? It's still complex. These are more complex than you might imagine. Getting us together is an amazing testament to the brass at Fox that put a lot of ticking pieces together to get this. This was intense. This is only off eight months. That's all we were off. Can you imagine Home Improvement trying to find these people and get the crew back and the storyline? I don't know.
This was Tim talking about how he got the show back after ABC canceled it. It was a difficult and tough time, but Tim just took it in his stride. What makes this victory even sweeter is how Tim has managed to stay true to himself through it all. He's never backed down from his anti-woke stance, yet his genuine charm and everyman appeal are so strong that even shows like The View can't resist having him on. It's like watching those classic movies where the little guy wins against the big machine, except this time it's happening in real life. Hollywood's attempt to cancel, Tim turned into a masterclass in failing upward. Every move made to silence him just gave him a bigger platform and more devoted fans. Maybe those woke executives aren't quite as powerful as they think they are. Their control seems about as effective as their understanding of what audiences actually want to watch. Tim Allen didn't just survive their attempts to bury him. He built himself a bigger stage and put on an even better show. That is why even woke shows like The View cannot resist having him on.
Excuse conservative because you're a sporting goods store on the show that sells guns. It's interesting you call your character Mike Baxter Archie Bunker but college educated. Why do you think it was, and I actually in the show I think there's both sides on it, but why was it important to show different kinds of political?
What we wanted to do is not make fun of religion, not make fun of family, celebrate. We wanted to have a relationship that's affectionate. Just celebrate what's good about American family, but be provocative. And that's this guy, but Archie Bunker that went to University of Michigan. That's what I want to make sure that we constantly have these jokes. They go, he doesn't know anything about cappuccinos. I said, well, of course he knows about cappuccinos. He's not that deal. And basically what we want to do, but this is a long story, make it short. We started with Obama, President Obama, so it was fun poking fun at him because he had a big sense of humor. We really thought it was going to be Hillary, so we were all geared up. This is going to be a great year because we love taking shots at the Clintons. And then, all hell broke loose. And I said, now it was just fun because we'd already kind of positioned him to be that character. And it was real fun, especially in California, to poke fun at the liberal side of things, just because.
But woke Hollywood hasn't left Tim alone, despite the fact that he is basically their kryptonite. In a new movie called The Santa Clauses, Tim made a joke about Merry Christmas, and he was soon accused of bringing in right-wing politics into Christmas. The woke Hollywood machinery exploded, and the outrage machine went bananas. Tim, of course, didn't pay them too much mind. This wasn't his first time on the woke mob mad rodeo.
Life-changing with Lenny Bruce, the bit he did in '61 here in New York, I have to point to it to have to go read it. People read it. It changed my life about everything.
Of course.
About how it was amazing. I grew up on Richard Pryor. You can't even go back and talk about the book he wrote. And then what I got to do sometimes is explain, which I hate in big arenas, that this is a thought police thing and I do not like it. But when I use these words, this is my intent behind those words.
Wow.
So as long as you understand my intent, I still get people, well, just don't say it. And I said, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, but they take it out of context and put it on Twitter or put it on Facebook.
I'm surprised they haven't. I'm surprised they haven't because I do use some provocative words, but I tell them it's words that really got from my parents. They said this stuff and we talked about it. I can't even say it here. I can't even point to it. It is an alarming.
That is right. The woke machine has gone on too long, but men like Tim Allen know exactly how to kill this machine and make it bleed. They have the formula for destroying woke Hollywood, and we can only hope they continue the good job. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons. Goodbye, and see you on the next one.